Hey, today on the channel we're going to look at from Super 7 G.I. Joe Ultimates Cobra Commander. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at Super 7's G.I. Joe Ultimate Cobra Commander. And just like Duke that we unpackaged earlier, this has already been unpackaged. So I took it out of the package, I played with it, I posed it, and so not documented. So I am going to do it, unpackage it today, and you'll get to see how easy and how good it goes back into the package after it's been opened. So here we go. Again, comes in this cardboard box. Pretty plain on the back. It's got some stuff going on there. It does tell you right up front that this is Cobra Commander. Super 7 logo down at the bottom here. Still says G.I. Joe. They all say G.I. Joe there, but what's really cool about this one, once you get it out of the box, if you remember, the G.I. Joe was a green package. Look at this one. Blue with the Cobra emblem on there. So how awesome is that Super 7 took the time to give us that. Pull it out of this plastic bag. I try to get everything exactly back into the package the way it came out. So here it is. So we see on the side, G.I. Joe, Wave 1, Cobra 01. So I'm assuming where that says 01 is that they're going to bring out more Cobra Commanders. So this is the first Cobra Commander. That's the only thing I can think of, because Duke was Duke 01 also. So I was thinking that maybe these was going to go Duke number 1, Cobra Commander number 2, the Bat number 3, so on and so forth. But this one says Cobra 1 on it. CDR. On the back has the G.I. Joe emblem. And then on the dog tag, this one says Cobra Commander, Enemy Leader. So excited to see what the rest of these are going to say. And here he is, Cobra Commander. Again, these are from the Sunbow cartoon. That's where these were inspired from. Not the comic book, not G.I. Joe Renegades, but the Sunbow original early 80s G.I. Joe cartoon. And that's what makes these so good, is that they try to put them right back into the cartoon. They reached into the cartoon and pulled them out, and here we go. And they sold them to us. And of course, I'm a sucker for action figures, so I'm buying up every single one of these. I got these on Super 7 had the big sale going right now on Big Bad Toy Store, so I got this one for $30, I believe. Around between $25 and $30. So the whole Wave 1 I got for $27 to $30. Retail, they're $54. When these first came out, they was $54, $55 a piece. I would not pay that, but at $30, man, I'm going for it. I'm getting them. So I don't know how it's going to go in the future. I think they made a ton of these. With COVID, the action figure game got huge. Nobody could go nowhere, so they was, just like everything else, camping picked up, swimming picked up, pools. You couldn't buy a pool during COVID. Well, the action figure game picked up during COVID, and they made an abundance of these. And now that COVID's going away, we're not locked down anymore. We're getting out of our houses. We're going to the movies. We're going to the bar. We're going to a lot of places. We're not collecting as many action figures. So I've got a feeling that that $55 price line in wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, however far Super 7 takes this, is not going to get, you might get them down into the $40 range, but I really doubt if we'll, after this current run of Super 7 sales at Big Bad Toy Store, I got a feeling that we won't see these down in the $25 mark anymore. What I love most about these is just how good they look like the cartoon, and besides that, the packaging. I love the packaging. Again, like I mentioned in the Duke video, it's just so easy to get out. It's so easy to get back in the box. You can put it away. You put it on your shelf. How great does that look on your shelf right there? Oh, it looks awesome. And even if you put the lid back on, that still looks good, you know. So we can line these up. We can get all of them in the series. You can take him out of the box, put your box away, and keep it. And then one day, you know, 40 years from now, you pull this box out and say, look at that. It looks brand new. Looks like it's unopened. But anyways, I keep all my boxes. I'm not going to go 2 up on these, which I mean 2 up is buy 2, keep 1 in the package and 1 on. I'm not going to do that. Costs too much. But what I will do is keep the box. That way I can display it outside the box, put it back in the box. That's what's great about these boxes. You can do that with a card back packaging. Once you take that bubble off that card back, it's hard to put back together. I guess with some super glue or some Elmer's glue, you can get it back together, but it's not going to be the same. This is virtually almost the same once you get it out of the box. Put it back in the box. I mean, look at that. You can't hardly tell I had it out of there. But yep, I had this action figure out, played with it, and back in the box it went. So that's how good these packaging is. So taking it out, I'm gonna be extra careful. Like I said, mentioned before, I keep all my boxes. And there we go. We got your empty box. Slide that to the side. And there he is with the sunburst behind him. Cobra Commander. One of the greatest bad guys in all of cartoon history. I mean, he's right up there with Wile E. Coyote, if you can believe it. Yep. Cobra Commander. Had about the same outcome as Wiley, too. Never did get them Joes, but man, what a character. What a character. So we'll pull him out of his cardboard. This one is a little bit different than Duke, because once you get him out, that was it. That was Duke right there. Duke was just in this. Well, look at this. There's another layer of plastic. So we'll pull that out as well. So a lot of accessories with Cobra Commander. And then you're left with your sunburst. Pose him in front of that. Set that to the side. Alright, back to our Cobra Commander. We'll get him out of this package, play with him. They do have the cape tucked in behind him. So when you get him out, your cape is probably going to stay in there, I believe. I cannot remember. Yep, cape is going to stay. There's Cobra Commander. Look at that. Oh, man, that looks awesome. Whew. Awesome. Pull his cape through. A lot of the time in the original cartoon, he didn't have his cape, but every once in a while he did, so you might want to display him with or without the cape. The cape does have wire in it, so you can make it look like it's blowing in the wind. It's wire on down each side right here. So I mean, if you wanted him running, you could put his cape up like that. If you just want him relaxed, standing there, cape down. Something I don't know if I like is these actually just reach around and grab his shoulder. So there's not much staying on here. So you just put it on, wrap it around his shoulders. I wish there was, man, if there was like, I wouldn't go Velcro, but just maybe some magnets. And a magnetic stick to that would have been awesome. But yeah, it is hard to keep your cape on. I would never say that this is a toy for little kids. It's just, nothing is easy with these. As you saw with the Duke, it's hard to get the head on, the head off, the hands on, the hands off. Hard to keep the cape on. All these little accessories. Man, what kid is ever going to keep track of these? I didn't keep track of any of my G.I. Joes. Look at that. But, yeah, that's the way it goes. So we'll set him to the side. Let's look at his alternate head. Really, it's almost exactly the same. Only difference is it doesn't have the silver stripe on the top of it right here. It's all blue. But yeah, that is pretty cool. I do like that. So as you can see on the other head, he's got the silver band up on top. This one, no silver band. I wish they would have gave us the hood. Gosh, why nobody wants to give us that hood. If you remember in the cartoon, halftime, Cobra Commander, if he was just relaxed, he had his hood over his head. Oh, it was so cool. Had the Cobra emblem up there, just some holes in the eyes. Man, that looked good. But it is what it is. That's what we got. We just get regular old Cobra Commander. So, let's get out. He's got his snake with the world on it. The snake wrapped around the world. Accessory. I've tried to get this in his hand, to hold the snake in his hand. It's hard. Like I said, this is not going to be for kids, I don't think. We got radios. We've got laser guns. I mean, we can do all different kinds of things with this. I really don't know if he's ever going to be able to hold this stuff. But, man, they do give you a lot. We get his staff, his Cobra staff. See if I can get this out of here. These are all taped in here. Like I said, I try to keep it all the same. So I want to get this tape, and I just kind of pull the tape over so I can get the Cobra out. That way, like that. And then I can just fold that tape back over. You have almost original packaging. So there's his staff. So we got the snake, the staff. Comes with 2 hands. He's got 2 more sets of hands. He's got the fists, and he's got splayed out hand, and he's got a shake your hand. This is when I think of Cobra Commander, this is the gun I think of. So he does come with 1, 2, 3 guns, but that's the one that I think of when I think of Cobra Commander. So we can try to get this. We have his, we got his trigger finger hands on. Get this gun in his hand. Get that trigger finger in there. There you go. Look at that. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. That is awesome. That's Cobra Commander there. Again, I'm going to try to get some side by side with the Sunbow cartoon. Compare these. How closely accurate are they? How accurate are they? I think that it's going to be unbelievable. But that's Cobra Commander there. We're going to take off. Let's get a... let's see. Oh, wait a minute. We have 4 extra sets of hands. How crazy is that? Man. Hands everywhere. I forgot about this second. Wow. Cobra Commander just come up and smacked me right in the mouth with his hand. So what you want to do when you're doing your Cobra Commander is, obviously, you don't want to put the wrong hand on. So if I want a finger pointing hand, I got to make sure I get the right hand in. So this one's got to come out, because this is his finger pointing hand. You got to know your right from your left. You don't want to have any kind of crazy business. So here he is saying, I'm number 1. Hand on his hip. I'm number 1. Cobra Commander. Number 1. And so now we'll put his laser gun in here. Get that trigger finger in. There you go. So he's saying, you better freeze. Alright. There we go. How awesome is that? Man. We can also give him his staff. Is there a staff holding hand? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I thought this was a fist, but you know what this is? This hand is to hold his staff. There you go. So we're done pointing. Snap that in. Here you go. He's got his Cobra staff. Pointing that gun at you. Dead. Right. There we go. Cobra! Oh man, that's good. That is so good. It's even got the bands on here, just like in a cartoon. You remember he had those bands on? He's got his little pockets here, got his Cobra emblem up there. Man, just like the cartoon. It's crazy. Getting him out here, we'll go through some of these accessories first. So here we had the radio. You can get a hold of Destro. Called Destro in. We have, let's see, hard to see, but got another gun. Got 2 sets of hands here. Another blaster. That gun. And this one we have more hands. You got his big gun. You got binoculars if you want. And more hands. Crazy. A lot of accessories with this. But when we looked at, my chair just went down. Getting excited here. When we look at the articulation on this, it's just, of course, your shoulders do go all the way around. He's got the T-pose pretty good. It's not perfect. These shoulders are a little bit limited. I want to go a little further, but I am nervous. But that's pretty good. You got this upper arm cut, so he can swing his arm back and forth. You got elbow single jointed. Your wrists, they do back and forth, up and down slightly. But yeah, back, forth. So You can do some crazy poses. Knees, single jointed knees. Your toe, your ankle, pretty good movement on your ankle. Got this little bit of an ab crunch. He twists at the waist. Not sure if he can twist all the way around. I don't want to press my luck. Of course, as we saw, his head is removable. Pop the other head back on. Hands removable. So there you go. You got Cobra Commander. All-time classic villain. Great job by Super 7. Unbelievable figure. Again, never would I pay $55 for this. There's just no way. It's a hunk of plastic. It just makes you feel so good. Throws you back. It's a great time for me. I'm retired now, so I can sit around and play with this kind of stuff, go through it, talk about it, pose them, have all the time in the world. All the time in the world. We'll compare him with, I got him out, his arch nemesis. Here's Duke. So we got Duke, Cobra Commander. Again, I've had both of these out of the package before. And they look great together. Really good. I can't believe it. Man, they did a great job on these. So, Duke and Cobra Commander at it again. Man. Whew. Great times. All right. I think that's going to wrap up. I'll do some posing and try to get some cartoon stills on there side by side. And till next time. Oh.